Hey everyone, Barry here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream here today for the C8 Challenge. It's number 16 for this game. We are trucking along, trying to grind out career mode, and we're finishing out the current story with this one. And yeah, so let's zoom into it, and we'll go from there. It's our weekly intro, so I'll be adding a few sentences regarding our plans for the overall weekend channel moving forward, but there's not much to say, so it should be straight to the point. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring up our schedule on Discord. I am going to do a final check of the schedule tonight once I confirm a few more things on my plans, but this is pretty close to what it'll be. Shout out to J Smoke in chat. So yeah, starting the week off with Forza Motorsport Monday and Tuesday. As mentioned, my main goal for this game right now is to grind out career mode, and we have about I think 11 races left, and then at least one extra stream to focus on mopping up achievements and doing the showcase events. But other than that, we're looking at, quite a bit more time on this game. So for the rest of February, I'll be grinding this out Monday and Tuesdays, and then in March I may move it to once a week so we can bring in something like GTA 5 Story on Monday or Tuesday and run them both at the same time. That might mean, it might take me till end of March or April to get through this one, but not too concerned about that. Let's just keep it this way for now, and I'll consider changing it the first week of March after Throwback Week. But yeah, so moving on to Wednesday, we got CS2. I'm not going to cover the rest of it, but it's all listed there. Tons of streams all week except Sunday. Bringing back the screen, plan for the game. Kind of already mentioned it already, but I would like to go for 500 gamer score, if not 750 plus. Currently going for 500. I may change that to 750 if I feel like it down the road, but for right now we're keeping 500. And then moving on to career mode, I wanted to showcase my plan for the game in this way as well. It's a lot more clear for you to understand what's going on. So I already completed all of the racing series for each of these tours. The only thing I haven't done are the showcase events for Modern Tour, Enthusiast Tour, and it's about to be the same for Power Tour. So we're over here on C8 Challenge today. There will be the showcase event, but I'm going to hold a separate stream once I'm done all the series racing to do all the showcases at once, because I'm pretty sure we can do them all in like an hour from what I understand. So yeah, next I was about to say next week, but tomorrow we should be starting Legacy Tour with Vintage Hatch, and then yeah, next week we'll do Retro Tuner Classic Sport. Week after that, Exotic Speed and Open Class C. ... You get the idea. A few weeks later, we're eventually finishing out the series, doing the showcase, and yeah, we'll see where the journey goes from there. But that's kind of my main goals for this game before I put it on the shelf per se, or play it once in a while or once in a blue moon rather than weekly. Fun game, but eventually playing it enough, it does get very repetitive. But for now, I'm still enjoying it, so let's keep it around. Like, sub, links, description. Announcements wise, I kind of just gave the announcements. Going to focus on Forza Motorsport Mondays and Tuesdays until March. In March, I may bring in something like GTA 5 to run one of the 2 days and put this game down to 1 day a week until I finish out what I want to do with it, but I'm still pondering that. But GTA 5 story will be our next main focus, just due to sub request, and then we'll go from there. There's not much else to it. Random chats Monday, so hopefully everyone's having a good start to the week. Monday is my least favorite day of the week. You got to go back to work after the weekend. So enough said there, but it wasn't too shabby of a day by any means at all. So that's pretty much all I got. Work, stream, and non-work work, as I call it. Gonna finish out some plans. We're made an offer on a house and we heard back, so we're gonna ponder that later as well. For all I know, I'll be moving in let's see, about 3 months, I guess. 3 to 4 by the time you do all the paperwork and blah blah blah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If that's the case, I'll finally have my true man cave, a 24/7 man cave. I'm gonna build it and plan it accordingly. But that's pretty much all I got. Hope you're having a good day in chat, J Smoke. Let me just see real quick. Sorry, I tapped my controller. I got myself 2 York peppermint chocolates here for snacking during the stream. Got myself some H2O. I'm running, so basically I'm playing on a 4K screen in 4K. You don't know if it's legit 4K or not. Xbox could be upscaling it or something, but playing Forza Motorsport in so-called 4K on my I think it's like a 50 or 55 inch 4K screen. Got my stream running off my Omen gaming laptop, and then I'm playing on the G923. I'm using my Xbox controller for game and voice audio, so you get the idea. Good to hear in chat. I'm at a day with no bagels though. I don't know if that's a good thing to hear. Bagel day keeps the doctor away. At least that's what I say. It's my go-to breakfast, honestly. Just convenient. It may not be the healthiest, bunch of carbs, but there's nothing like pounding down a bagel in the morning, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the C8 challenge play, watch a video, go from there. It's 6 races. I'm going to do the first practice because I need to learn the car before we go trying to race it. For all I know, I'm going to have to learn, to tame it. Depends on the car. Sometimes they're easy to tame. Sometimes it's a disaster to tame, especially stock. But let's take it one step at a time. Watch a video, do the practice laps. If I feel comfortable after a lap or two, maybe I'll skip one of the laps or two. But yeah, then we'll just grind the races back to back to back with a focus on honestly handling and tires. I'll get better tires on it. I'll do lowered suspension, that kind of stuff. I don't plan to add any power to it. There's no point. The car is already going to be a beast in itself. And yeah, we'll get done the 6 races, and if we're done earlier, as in earlier than 2 hours, I will go ahead. And I've been doing going into rivals and tackling a few rivals races, so I'll probably do the same thing today. But let's go ahead and let the video play while I snack on one of these York candies.
The Chevrolet Corvette has been the gold standard of American-made sports cars and a force to be reckoned with on racetracks for over 50 years. In their latest incarnation, designers did the unthinkable, moving the championship-winning, ground-pounding V8 to create a mid-engine masterpiece. But that new platform and weight distribution means everything builders learned must be unlearned as they adapt to survive. A true Corvette revolution. So, who among us will lead this new world to the checkered flag?
I know it's not an Among Us reference, but it's what I legit thought of when he said that. But either way, we enjoyed that little commercial thingy-majiggy, whatever you want to call it, little video. I ate some candy, so now we can check out what we can get. So apparently it's not just one car. I have 2 eligible cars already, so I don't know. Maybe I don't need to buy one. So we have the Forza edition, which right off the bat would make my life easy. We also have a stock Corvette Stingray Coupe, but I'm gonna go for the Forza edition. I mean, it's already 700. I don't have to touch it. I might not even have to upgrade it at all, but I still might. So we are going to go to Grand Oak Raceway. We got 5 laps. I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna go back real quick. I don't mind hopping in with the car the way it is, but let's touch it up a little bit. Let's see, Force Edition. See what kind of designs people have out there. What's like the 5-star design? It's like a WeatherTech design. Got Cyberpunk. Kind of like it. I have WeatherTech for my car in real life. I have the rubber, like hard rubber, whatever they are. They're the hard ones meant for like winter and snow. And I swear I just never put them in. Even though I definitely should in the winter. Should actually put them in the back of my car because my dog, climbs in and out to the car seat cover. And I let him stomp all over my current, carpets, mats, floor mats, whatever you want to call them. Every time to get my actual WeatherTechs out, especially because they've been rotting on the shelf for like 5 years. Let's see. Open it up, and let's start it up. Not going to touch anything on performance. want to drive this thing stock, see what it's all about. Pretty sure I've driven it before for something else. Alright, Grand Oak Raceway. I'm gonna do part of a warm-up lap. I might do a whole lap. I just want to make sure I understand how to drive this thing before we go into it. Running 4 difficulty, which is basically the middle zone, average, normal, whatever you want to call it. Just because when I race career mode against AI or drivatars, I do not want to lose. I just kind of want to win, but I don't want to make it too easy either. I hate when I'm just, ahead in the first lap. It makes it convenient, but also you don't have that competitive spirit going on. You're just kind of cruising by yourself. And what I was going to get to is I'm running simulation on pretty much everything except wear and tear, and I'm also running no traction, no stability. Brain farting as I drive here. This car does pretty well without touching it in stock. Now just a quick test to make sure that it has a good safety rating in case something bad happens. Scrolling right past it, going to the bottom, and realizing I gotta go back. Let's hop in the race. I don't know if I believe it that I'll just get first naturally, but start halfway. So we're in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Let's go. So there's some other Forza Edition vehicles here with me, like the one in front of me. That guy we just passed. See? He's trying to murder me over here. Ah! No! Shout out to Zane, AK McMaster. Chat while driving there, and it didn't go well. It's hard to chat and drive. car, second place. Try and catch him. Woo! Sketchy turn. We gotta catch this guy first, though. Gotta get my A game on. Which car is he driving? Which version of the Vet? I feel like it has me on the top speed. Where I'm gonna have to cut in is on the turns.
3 to go.
Appreciate the 3 likes, by the way. Every time I get close to him, he just pulls away out of the turns. It's going to be impossible for me to catch him on this straight. This mofo. Every time I push it to try and catch him, the tires just don't want to do the work. Because they're, you know, stock tires for this game, which means they're from Walmart for $19.99 each. Once we get some actual sport tires on this car, like there should be, our traction will go up tenfold. This straight is killer. So whatever the hell he has, his car is totally upgraded in the engine compared to mine, even if it's the same, you know, vehicle. There's no way that's the same exact build as mine. Trying to get in that pocket behind him and gain some ground. Cutting him on the inside. Got him. Now we just gotta hold him for a lap.
Last lap.
Final lap. For having traction stability off and, you know, simulation everything, except I do have ABS on, and we don't have simulation wear and tear, you know, so our tires aren't getting worn out. It is a very short race either way, but this car is pretty controllable, which mostly comes down to just traction stability, like being off. So you never know. Some cars do not act friendly when you do that. It just becomes a nightmare to drive. But I'd like to run everything in traction stability off. I've had a few cars through this experience that have been a nightmare though. Where they just do not want to have traction, and every single turn you take, you're fighting the car to not spin out. That's never fun. Nor my messy, sloppy driving and shift right there. But the tires are just squealing the whole time. I don't even care if I get trashed. I kind of did that on purpose. I'm just gonna say, as you can tell, I usually don't allow myself to drive off the road like that, but I wanted to see how this turn would go. Well, either way, my wheel is freaking out because we were in the turn. Alright, let's see if my wheel was, it doesn't go back to, you know, whatever position it was in while you were taking that turn, so it just had me in a completely different position, and I just lost control. But there we go. I just had to keep the gas floored during that turn. I knew it was going to end badly. I thought we were going to hit the wall, but look, why is everyone else in S-Class? We're totally going to upgrade them. This game makes no sense. I'm a max A-Class, but 90% of people were moved to S-Class because of that. What happened to the good old system of all of us being in the same class? That's what I want to know. Bam, Maple Valley. So I can't even do those. We can get some raised brakes. Should help. Good enough. We're off to race number 2 out of 6 for the series. I'm going to skip the practice just for time's sake, because we are trying to fit. I think if I did the practice, it could take 2 or even more hours. Not more hours, but over 2 hours. But if I skip the practice, we can keep it to like an hour and a half or so. And then have some flexibility to do some rivals or something at the end.
Turn 1, Maple Valley's Farmhouse Carousel has multiple racing line options, depending on how fast you...
Watch this! Oh shit! What happened? That's how my character died. That was crazy. It was much more dramatic than I imagined it would be. That's what I think of the practice laps. An excuse to practice crashing. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. We started in 12th last race. I really like Maple Valley. I guess we'll keep the same. I mean, doesn't really matter to me. I think on the original Forza Motorsport, or the second one, I forget which one it was, it's one of my favorite maps. Fall and spring are my favorite times of the year, so you got this awesome road out here in the, which is always just fall here apparently. Year-round fall in Maple Valley, at least according to Forza. Oh, here we go. Wider tires on the rear. The filter adds a little bit more, but it's not like drastic, amazing, crazy. The brakes definitely help with braking. I failed there because I went on the outside. My gosh, every time they bump me, I just lose control. I fucking hate these driver tires, man. I'm just gonna kill them. Why am I braking to slow down for them when they don't do the same for you? They're always trying to murder me. I'm tired of these guys. F them. If I stay back there, they're just gonna ram me and make me regret racing them. This track is definitely pushing my car a little bit harder than the last track. I'm starting to feel it want to give out, which doesn't happen often in this build. I mean, adding power and all that probably didn't help, but just an intake should drastically overpower the vehicle for the current build setup. No, come on. Now I'm just being sloppy. I'm pushing it really hard through these turns, but I can feel even right here it's trying to kill me. Whew. Cutting him off because I ain't letting him pass. But yeah, it's legit trying to murder me. So I'm gonna have to be a little less lead-footed if we can actually get through this. Rear wheels lift off the ground, you can hear them screaming when they touch back down right there. I can feel when the car is ready to lose it, and as long as I allow it to correct itself, not right there, I had to correct it for it, but as long as I allow it to correct itself when I'm at speed, it seems like the aerodynamics seem to smoothen it out naturally, which is nice. I was trying to gain traction before I did anything, but this turn has always been epic, but I feel like on this build of the map, they changed it a little bit, and you can't get away with taking it at like the speeds you used to in like Motorsport 7. Maybe it's just my perspective, but that like little dip they added back there, which I don't remember being on some of the older Forzas, really takes away from that chance to drive it how I'm trying to. So I'm gonna slow it down in there. I used to just haul ass through that every time back in the day. Man, what you saying in chat, J-Smoke? Over here. I don't think he's here anymore, by the way. Pretty sure he left. been ultra sloppy this race, which I'm not proud of. It happens to the best of us, but that's why I have rewind on. Better than restarting the race every time you make a mistake. Dip. Yeah, a little dip right there. I swear in the older Forza they used to be smoother, but maybe I'm just
Final lap.
completely wrong about that. It's been too long for me to 100% say it. That dip, when you try to fly through there, this does not want you to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, nope. You go too fast through there and you're losing control. I thought this would be a really cool track to drive on in real life. That was me panic braking because I felt the car was definitely not in control. We had to put a stop to that glide on the tires. They get too floaty is what happens at high speeds, which is expected, right? So your traction starts to not be able to take the force and bamboo. Trying not to crash. I crashed. This track was a whole different experience than that first track. I was like cruising, taking it easy. This track, trying to murder me. Not the way I wanted to experience Maple Valley, but I'm not going to replay it, so I'll accept it. Definitely way more rewinds than I would like.
Nice.
I don't think we rewinded once during the first race. That race I rewinded like 5 times, so I just kept pushing it way too hard, but... Bamboosh. Next, we have Road America, 5 laps. Want to get more tire down for that power. See if that helps with my control. It's been forever since I've driven this track. I don't remember the last time this game actually gave me Road America. Sargento, we're real cheese people.
Road America is one of the oldest and longest permanent road courses in North America.
Here we go. And that's the practice experience. Now let's actually do the race. And unfortunately, nothing explodes in Forza. Answer J Smoke. This game's not that hardcore, but if it was, you know, I probably would have blown up a car or two just crashing at high speeds. This game was realistic, you know, I probably would have killed a lot of drivers in it. Maybe I'm like 18th driver by now. Last racing game I played that had anything explode was GTA Online, which I do not miss playing that game's racing mode online. It got old after a while. Can't see where we're going. Get out of the way. Gotta shove myself in there. Come on, dude. Pink car, for real? Where you at, motherfucker? Right there. This is the second race that they just tried. They spun me out like twice during today's stream. These damn drivatars. That might be the third time I've been spun out by a drivatar today. They just ram the crap out of you in the first like few corners. They don't care if you're passing, they just keep the gas down. They want to be aggressive, I'm going to smash them back too, man. Yo, what the hell kind of driving is that? Traction stability off in a car like this when they tap you or anything happens at all. It's just like immediately just loss of traction. Just tired of being nice with these drivatars. Go off the track. They even hit me back right there. So aggressive. If it was real life, you know, I would never tap someone else's car. Just because I would never want anyone to tap my car. But in a game, especially if drivatars like this, sometimes you gotta break the rule. When I play multiplayer, I try to avoid crashing into people, but all that's gotten me is to get crashed into. Half of the races I've done on Motorsport Online after spending 20 minutes of practice just end badly because someone rams me in the first corner, like the first lap. Because they don't know how to drive. After 20 minutes of practice laps. Where they sat on the side of the road. It's one of the major cons of this game's online. It's fun until people don't know how to not hit you. That's actually you, Jay Smoke. Ah! Ah! Well, I guess that was my own decision, so yeah. Better have Battlefront 2 installed, Jay Smoke, in a few weeks, because I'm doing a TGS Throwback Week 2024, the week that transitions February into March. So the last week of February. I think like 4 days are in February and 3 are in March, so. It's the week of like the 26th or something. Yeah, the week of the 26th, Throwback Week. One of those days I'll be doing SWB2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 throwback session. It's on my list. Still finalizing the game lineup. They even floated a holiday that I have to that week, so we can sneak in an extra 2 streams. games like Battlefront 2, maybe Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Modern Warfare Remastered, got World War 2, Cold War. The game has to be at least 5 years, if not an older version. Call of Duty gets an exemption because with a game out every year, technically last year's game would be already a throwback session since it's no longer the primary game, but definitely not going to do COD MW2. Some pasta tonight, some guanciale, which is like a cheek, pork cheek. I was trying to push for some gnocchi carbonara, but we'll see what happens. Halfway through this race, but we got a while to go. We still have 3 more races in the series before we're done. Minimal stream time, probably be an hour and a half. The max goal is the usual 2 hours. Like I said, if we're done less than 2 hours, I'll probably do a Rivals or 2 or 3. Kind of wing it from there. Tomorrow we'll begin the next tour. I think it was some kind of like hot hatch race or something. Tomorrow I was initially going to stream at 3 o'clock, but I had, of course, have a work meeting pop up at 3, so I'll be streaming 4 to 6 tomorrow. Friday is the other odd day of streams because I'll be streaming Rise of Storm 2 Vietnam around 2 p.m. So we're going to a dinner at like 6 o'clock that's like an hour drive away from us. You know, I could hold the stream so I hold it way early in the day. But I will be there. Thanks for watching live, post in chat for Shadow General discussion. Just grinding out the C8 Corvette event. First race wasn't too bad. The I don't know how that noise was, if you heard that, but the second race was kind of definitely my worst race in the last like 2 weeks. way too many rewinds, but I was pushing this car way too hard without doing any practice laps, so I learned the hard way quite a few times. This race is not too bad either. The first race we actually had competition, so I had to catch that guy for like 4 out of 5 laps. The last race, the drive tires were a bunch of dips and half of them went off the track in the first turn, so I was able to just hit first place relatively quickly. And then here, we were able to kind of do the same thing. The vehicle behind me should be giving me a fight for this position, but it's like they're not even trying back there.
Final lap.
Alright, let's do it. Final lap time. There I go, messing up my turn because I downshifted twice too early. I was granny shifting, not double clutching like I should. That's a great Vin set. Or Don. Winning's winning, you know. You can see this car comes with a complimentary ring size ruler, so we can figure out our ring size while we're driving here on the left of the windshield. Just messing, obviously, but that's what that reminds me of. So, are we going shopping for rings in here? I guess our victory ring for winning the CA Corvette event. Coming up on the final turns here. Yep. Wow. Smack that wall right there. I knew it was gonna crash of some sort. Mario 64 is awesome, the answer, chat. I did a 100% playthrough of that. What was it, like 2-3 summers ago? Time flies. Feels like it was not that long ago, but it was. A few summers ago, I did Super Mario 60 or Mario 64. Got all the stars, saw the Easter egg, you know, all that stuff. It was pretty cool. I grew up playing Mario 64 and Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Red. That's why when I talk about our game lineup, once I'm done Forza Motorsport and I do GTA 5 Story, I'm thinking of doing Pokemon Red full playthrough at some point. Gotta catch them all. Maybe even collect the TMs and stuff that I never did when I was younger. Get that like 100% playthrough in or something. But no guarantees on when it'll happen, but it'll happen. Eventually I gotta stream some Pokemon Stadium too and some stuff. But either way, we are halfway through the CA challenge in about 50 minutes, so I'd say we're gonna be at least an hour and a half to an hour 45 doing this. And then if there's leftover time, or may or may not do rivals, I'll see how I'm feeling. Driving with the 923 wheel can be a workout. I definitely feel it, but I'm not tired yet. But we got 5 laps at Yas Marina Circuit. sacrificing some of my stuff real quick. I was trying to see. We only have 1,600. How much is that upgrade for tires? Yeah, we don't got enough. That's why it's... I wasn't done, but either way, I guess just save. Not much I can do with 100 points anyway. Reality. Do a fuel. Mission upgrade. Continue.
Built for about $1 billion, Yas Marina has the best of everything.
$1 billion.
Surface constructed from materials imported all the way from England, providing amazing grip. So push to the limit through every turn.
Look, the guy driving my car, the fake AI, is not even able to handle this car. I was just finishing their ride for him. Just getting distracted. We've been looking to buy a house for like a year and a half now, and we finally made an offer and got countered offered, and it's not far off from where we wanted, but gotta do some final thinking tonight. If all goes to plan, I hopefully be moving early summer, I guess, at that point, because they don't want to move until like sometime in May, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I'm renting, and you know, we're not supposed to leave till end of June, but if I can get out early, I will. If we do buy the house, I'll have to start planning my new man cave. My current man cave is an extra bedroom. It'll be the same thing there, but there it'll be more legit. It will be nice though to finally not have to move my setup at all. Currently I do my Friday nights and Saturday night streams in my living room. Just because you can, from where our bedroom is, you can hear me in my man cave, you know, if I'm talking, streaming, or making noise with my steering wheel, or you get the idea. So when it's 2 in the morning and I'm being up late, laughing out loud that we flipped over in truck sim, stomping the pedal is not a good combo. I live in a townhouse, so I'm sure my neighbor would hate me, on top of my dog barking at me. Bumping way too many times, but I just don't care at this point. These drive tires are just annoying. They've bumped me and spun me in, enough times out today that I think I have a right to bump them back. We got spun out like 3 times today by driving tires in the first lap of races, so. veered there. I almost lost control because I was afraid to go off the track. I don't know what kind of surface it is out there, but I'm not trying to get instantly slowed down. This track is pretty cool though, especially that tower right there in front of us. Seems like we're in third relay, so we got 2 to catch in the next just under 4 laps, including this one. Random chat, I've been playing Forza since, been playing Horizon since the original, and I think Forza Motorsport since the original as well. So I played pretty much all of these Horizon and Motorsport games, and I just 100%ed 5. Well, not 100% of everything to do in the game, because that'd be ridiculous, like all those little challenges, but I've 100% of achievements, including all the DLCs. And that means I have all gamer score for Horizon 3, 4, and 5 now. 2 was my least favorite, but I'm going to try to give it a chance in the future again and try and, you know, give it a full playthrough. And then Horizon 1 I never streamed, but I played a ton before I started streaming, and I would love to do a playthrough of that. They took down online, so we can't do online or download designs or anything like that, but we could at least still do the story, and I figured that'd be cool enough. I think I've been streaming Motorsport since like Forza Motorsport 4 maybe, so Horizon since 2. I think Horizon 2 is back when I didn't even have commentary on the channel yet, so the older Motorsport might be the same way. They did Horizon 4, then they did Horizon 5, then they did Forza Motorsport. So we know we're not going to get another Motorsport game for like probably like 3 years. They used to do one every like 2 years, but I really don't think they're going to do that again. Which is smart, because we don't need a Motorsport every 2 years. Every like 3 or so sounds about solid.
3 more.
I also feel like we don't need a new Horizon every year, but you know we're going to get a Horizon in we might get a Horizon in 2024 or 2025. I'm not sure what they'll do yet. Somewhere in there, you know they're going to do a new Horizon. And I'm going to have my first accident of, well, it wasn't an accident, but my first mistake. My first spin out of the race. I'm just going to rewind. If it was online multiplayer, it is what it is. You just got to take it in stride and hope you don't lose too many space, places, but playing against drivatars who don't deserve to win, you gotta utilize that rewind. I feel like in career mode, whole goal should be to win. Multiplayer is where, I don't mind my place. I'd like to get the best placements or top 3 every time, but I'm more realistic about online than drivatars. Yeah, I would definitely like to see a Horizon 6. I think they should take it to Asia or something. I feel like that's where I wanted to see quite a few games go lately. For anyone who knows Insurgency Sandstorm, it's a milsim based in like modern era Middle East. It's one of my favorite shooter games. I play it every Saturday. And it's one of the games I can openly say I'm a sweat at it. I have like a 126 KD average in it. And I always say how I want that game to go to Asia and maybe like Southeast Asia, have that kind of vibe. I feel like it'd be a perfect fit for an Insurgency game. I don't think Horizon's done anything. What do we got in Horizon? We got Mexico, where I actually went in real life back in November. Then we had England, which I went in real life, but like 2 decades ago. We had Hawaii. We had France. It's been like 2 decades since I've been to France as well, and then we also had Colorado. I've been to quite a few times, but not in the last like decade and a half. Those random extras were just random chat purpose. Done a lot of traveling in my day. Had quite a few trips planned for this and next year, but we have a few things going on that might postpone some of those trips. Like if I move this late spring / early summer, I'm probably gonna take a week off of work just for that. So there goes a week of my 3 weeks off PTO gone. I guess we'll see how the cookie crumbles. I was planning to do a road trip down to like Nashville or something for my spring trip, but that's obviously getting pushed. Then we were going to go to Europe for 2 weeks in the fall, but I don't know if that'll still align. There's something to ponder. That's like the only time I don't stream when I'm on vacation. I even bring my laptop and I just don't use it. So I'm just going to take it as a sign to not bring any of my streaming stuff next trip. I've streamed from hotels before, but never as much as I initially planned to. The best was when I lived out of a hotel for like a month and a half or whatever the hell it was before I moved into where I live now. The house I live in got sold and I had to move, but then the house that I was moving into was new construction and it wasn't ready. And they delayed me an entire month, so I had to live out of a hotel. It was nice for like a week or so, and then by the time you're there, like 2 weeks, living in a resort hotel, overpaying for food and eating ultra unhealthy, it gets old real quick. You start like getting that room service salad going because your arteries already feel like they're clogged from eating burgers and pizza and stuff. Oh well, it's an interesting experience. It was like living on vacation for over a month. That was back when I was streaming like Far Cry 5. The internet was absolute shit. And then they made the internet even worse while I was staying there. So that was a ridiculous experience. That was back when I was doing Crazy Taxi too. I remember playing Crazy Taxi. Hotel internet, at least where I was staying, was terrible. To the point you'd be like trying to play Far Cry 5 and the vehicle you're driving starts floating off the ground because of desync. I have a clip of that somewhere stored. Maybe I'll try and find it and get it up on a social post sometime. We are almost done the final lap of Yas Marina. We got 2 more races to do. This race was a little bit too easy to win. Just going slow right now looking at the map. I upgraded the vehicle, so I guess it only makes sense that it got easier to win, but I can probably try and start further back on the lineup next race. So I'm starting in 12th every time.
Good run out there. P1.
Shout out to Zane. I don't know what you mean, J-Smoke. I'm using my my Razer chair. Master with his COD KDs. COD, boo, boo. I like Warzone. Still irks me half the time I play it, but still, I still play it. It's like that meme I sent you though. It's like how it feels like playing COD or whatever, and the guy's just like pain. As per Battlefront, initially Star Wars Battlefront 2 wasn't on my throwback week lineup when I initially thought of it like a year plus ago, but I did enjoy that game and I wouldn't mind doing a session of it. The Star Wars Battlefront stream would be sometime between February 26th and March 3rd, so just note that. And I got rid of the racing chair. I got a Razer chair now. Got a Razer chair that I use in my man cave, and then I got a, just a classic, cheaper looking desk chair for my home office / living room streams. But that chair is pretty nice. It does the job. I wouldn't mind getting a flight stick, to be honest. Race number 5 out of 6. We're going to the ring for the GP circuit, 4 laps. I'm gonna take these away because we can finally get I'm gonna put the upgraded tires and then we're gonna rebuild the car. Now that we got race tires, race brakes, that's it. Race tires and race brakes are all I need. We're losing a little bit of engine power, a bit of handling because of the tires. I just want the race tires on here. I want that traction. I'm willing to make the sacrifice for this race. Hopefully I don't regret it. My controller died for the first time. Test. My controller died. The Xbox controller where I'm getting my audio from. That's why I went dark. Or I went dark on comms. I moved Jason, I moved that was 6 years ago, man. This summer it'll be 6 years since I moved, so that was long ago. But yeah, we're looking to buy a house, and we're talking about it tonight. For all I know, I'll be moving forward with it this week, so we shall see. But I won't be able to move in till at this point, June or something, which kind of sucks, but. We'll see how it all works out. Kind of take it from there. I'll take this car for a quick spin with my race tires on it to see how it feels. House we're looking at has quite a bit of window. No skylights though. Unfortunately, I don't think we would be allowed to even do something like that. It's like a city community, but so where I live now, I live, in town. 5-minute car ride from, skyscrapers in my city, but I don't live in a skyscraper. Live in a sardine townhouse, as I call them. All the new construction here is they build them tall and thin like a sardine. Your first floor will just be, your garage and your front door, and that's it. Then your kitchen will be on the second floor. That's kind of how we're living right now. That house is twice as wide as this house. So it's only 3 stories, but no basement or nothing, but has a garage, a driveway, a front yard, a decent sized backyard. The 3rd floor is where my man cave will go. So our master will be on the 2nd floor, and then that's the only downside is if I get my late night delivery like I do once in a blue moon, or I want to run down and make a snack, I gotta go all the way downstairs. But my current setup, I play in my living room on the weekends. And my kitchen's, you know, right there, 10 feet away. So I just take off my headset and go throw that pizza in the microwave for 20 seconds and come back. But I'll probably look into getting a legit mini fridge. I have the Call of Duty Juggernog fridge, but it's not really the best. It sucks at keeping stuff cold. The only way it works is if I throw literally just a bag of ice in the bottom, so that when the fan's blowing, it's blowing that ice, and then stuff's nice and freezing cold. But elsewise, it kind of sucks. It's more for looks. The Xbox fridge is cool, but it's too small, and the review's stuck on it. So I'm gonna get like maybe get like a legit mini fridge, and maybe just buy like a cheap ass microwave or something. Then I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna not go ahead. I just wanted to. I changed this car drastically. We gave up, you know, multiple engine upgrades. We gave up wider tires, which gave me a lot more handling, but I put race tires on in trade, so I just wanted to see how it feels. It feels, honestly, I have to say, it almost feels better. Now if we can rebuild those other mods back into it, it'll be much better off. We're in an hour and 12, and I'm gonna go for... Here's the concern though, my car was such good shape that it was winning every race easily. But now we're getting told that we're gonna be 3rd or 5th in 3rd place. So I'm gonna start in 3rd. I'm not gonna take the chance, I wanna win, but you get the idea what I'm talking about before. I think I left off the track, but got distracted there by that. Game's telling me I'm gonna lose. But I had to make the sacrifice. I gave up mods to get those race tires on. Race tires were 1700 friggin' point. I hate the system in this game, I really do, for building car. This whole leveling your car to unlock mods is just not something I care to do in a Forza Motorsport game. I would like them to go back to the way it used to be, where I just pay in-game currency. So I think we have race brakes and race tires. You can tell that I lost my additional like 30, 40 horsepower. It's noticeable. But you can also tell that I have race tires now, so it's like a pro and con. There's like a scale, and I feel like the scale is pretty balanced. My handling's tenfold better, but my top speed is slower. Like I would have lost it right there if we had our previous build of this car. Usually I build the car and I don't take mods off to build it a different way, but I really wanted to race tires on this, but now we're gonna pay the price in our top speed. What the hell just happened there? That was weird. The way the ground gripped the car right there and pulled me off the track, that did not feel natural. That felt like some weird force of the universe decided to kick itself in. But here's the problem. If we can't beat these guys, I gotta quit the race. So I'm not willing to take 3rd place in a drive-a-tar race, career mode. It felt fine when I was driving it on the practice lap. I don't know why now it wants to torture me. But that traction is amazing. I thought I upgraded my brakes. Maybe I just have to reacquaint myself. I can't drive this car the same way I was last race. It does not feel the same. And one of the major perks of the house we're looking at is parking. Where I live now, we have one garage, and you either have to fight for a spot in the community or a street park. There we got the garage, a driveway, and then street parking's not the same. Here it's like a nightmare. There, it's plentiful, so. fight for my money because of his speed. The only chance I have are these turns. I gotta pass him in a turn, and then I just need to hold him. Alright, just rewind that. I was hoping I could get around him, but the second I heard his engine pick up back there, I couldn't do it. Just gonna back up, not try to make that wide pass. I forget how sharp this turn coming up is. If it was a normal turn, I probably could have taken him. But it's a really sharp turn into another turn. There's no room for staying on the right side like I did. Random car chat, I have a decade-old S5, about 450 horsepower. It's been my project car for a while. Needs a bit more work done. Can't tell if one of the mounts of my sway bars or something like that is acting up lately, making a noise. Then my car's been in a few shops over the last half a year, and I noticed like an air leak sound coming from my door, and it seems like somehow one of those places slightly bent the door or something. So now I gotta deal with that. Cars in the body shop, the dealer, the tin shop. Somebody up my door, but I don't know who, because I don't know when it started, so unfortunately I can't go pointing fingers. Hopefully it's an easy fix. I probably just gotta bend the door slightly or something. Can't imagine it's that difficult if they know exactly what needs to be done. Just kind of bend it back into shape. It's not like the door itself, it's the actual, you know, sure the connection that's holding the door on. Probably weigh down on it or something while they're working on it, who knows. It is what it is at this point, but annoying nonetheless. Getting to the point that hit my limits. Not at my limit, but at a certain point of playing this game that like you start to get tired. Your hands get tired of gripping the wheel, they get sweaty. Your attention starts to slowly dip because it's a very repetitive vibing game. Which I really enjoy. I would definitely want to finish out career mode, but you run out of stuff to talk about, you get to it. Another random chat, I may finally get another role change in my job. They're almost a year in this one role I've been in since like last April, so I'm interested to see what comes of that. Should know by end of week. Trying to push for a manager, but we'll see what happens. Work for a startup in cybersecurity, so currently a senior level software support engineer, but not looking to specialize. I would not want to be stuck being a software support engineer the rest of my life, so I'm trying to move up the ladder. So probably by Friday, maybe even by Thursday's stream of SC, I'll know what's up. Maybe I'll have some good news to announce. New title in my job. And again, knock on wood, hoping for a manager title / position. Alright, we head down here, we come back up, and that's this race down. We got one more to go. Whew. I think what I need to do is add some power to this car if I'm going to do anything with any free CP before the next race. We got to get like a race exhaust on it. BMW M power. Through the start line we go.
Well done.
Controller again. Alright, CA Challenge is taking us to Le Mans. Circuit International de la Sarthe. Full circuit, 8.47 miles. 3 laps in light rain at 6 p.m. That should make up for the power loss that we had.
The Le Mans Full Circuit is the oldest active racing venue that still connects a dedicated racetrack with
One
ordinary
second.
public roads, creating a nearly 8.5-mile high-speed loop.
Let's get practice. We got about 25 minutes left, if we want to call it around 6, or just over a half hour. So I was like 7 minutes late to the stream or something. Before I do this race, let me stand up, stretch real quick. So let me put the headset down for like 20 seconds, hold on. Hello, hello, I'm back. Alright. Had to stretch real quick. Just getting, the room's hotter than I would like it to be, so it's a little bit uncomfy sitting in this chair for so long and grabbing the wheel and, you know, all that for a while, so I just needed to stretch. Let my body cool down for a moment before hopping into this race. Here we go. At Le Mans. Can't see nothing. I'm just getting hit by everybody and hitting everybody myself. And it's wet out, so traction has gone out the window. Can't see a fifth thing. Race, I'll decide what I want to do on the time, but I think we're about to hit an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken here. Very, very shortly, with like the 20-second delay that we got, so. Probably like an hour 40, hour 45 by the time we're done this race. Can't imagine these laps are going to be short. Love when that straight's just left wide open. And to note, we're looking to drop a video after the stream sometime this evening. So for those interested, keep an eye out for a montage video. Our first ever multiple game TGS montage video. So we'll see how that goes. I've yet to see the footage, but I took all the clips. Definitely feel like you can put something together with the clips. So. Should be interesting seeing a multitude of games all combined into one vid. So it's giving us like, you know, 5 laps before, 4, 5, 6 laps. Here we got 3, so that just shows you how much longer this track is in comparison. I would love to drive on this track for real. Do a few laps and then really just go for it. Even just to drive down that straight without that turn in the middle. There are a lot of straights on this race. But the laps are very long. It's fucking pouring right now. So much for a light rain. Barely see the track. So they've done away with that hydroplaning experience we had in Forza Motorsport 7, where you hit like a puddle and it would just be ridiculous to take control of your vehicle after. So hydroplaning is never fun. So. This race is going to be one long race. More random chat, I'm a Euro car fan. But I can respect the C8 by any means. Would I rather have something else over this? Sure. But to each their own. Still think they're badass. If I was gonna spend 100K on this, I might consider just getting like a 911 or something. There's also an Aston that starts in the one range somewhere, 100 and some K. I forget exactly which one it is. Not what I signed up for when they told me about this race. It's pouring, it's dark out. The headlights on this car act as if they're not even on. And we're going 153 miles per hour. That was a 90-degree turn. Now we're gonna haul ass down this side. This is the side with those little turns as we go. almost on lap 2. Seems like we had over 20 views according to YouTube backend and 3 likes, so appreciate it. Small channel life, it's all appreciated.
One more lap.
Just to burn more time. I had 3 Audis in my life. All of them had black exterior paint. 2 were black inside. My current one's black with a red interior inside. But I have like 3 rules from an X car. 1 can't be an Audi. 2 can't be black inside, or black outside, I mean. 3 preferably same inside. But I'll wing it based on the car, you know. I feel like changing the brand and the exterior color should be my at least minimum 2 goals. The interior I'll wing based on that, but I figure if I get a cool exterior, hopefully I can get some kind of somewhat matching interior, even if it's just a stitching. I wonder if we can change what's on the actual screen on the dashboard. There's like a performance and there's other tabs there on the right of the speedometer. I wonder like what it could be. Alright, here we go. Hit the turns. I don't think it's a question if we won yet or not. We definitely won. And finish first. Rare achievement, Pro Builder, 25 gamer score. Complete 3 tours in career mode. Well, we technically completed today's goal. At that point, my controller decided to turn itself off one last time for today's session as well. Waiting for it to kick back in. We'll hear the game audio come back on. There it goes. So today's goal was to complete CH Challenge, and we did. I've officially completed all of the series racing for Modern, Enthusiast, and Power Tours. The only thing I haven't done in these is the showcase events, which I'm going to do a stream dedicated to doing all the showcase events, just for example, just to show what the showcase events are like. This one, you do 2 laps around Road America. I mean, that's legitimately the showcase event, so I figured one stream to do all those, plus maybe do some rivals or something in the future. But tomorrow we're going to do Vintage Hatch. The week after that, Retro Tuners and Classic Sport. The week after that, Exotic Speed and C-Class, and we'll do B and A, and then maybe I'll do S-Class and the Tours, and then we'll decide if we're done with the game or what we want to do from there. I don't know why it ends in 2 days. I'm kind of confused. What ends in 2 days? Is Open Class Tour not part of the game? Or am I just confused now? If that ends in 2 days, we're not going to do it. We might not even have to do Open Class. I'm so confused. Why is Open Class Tour saying ends in 2 days? So do I not have to do Open Class? I'm so confused. Let me Google this. Forza Motorsport Open Class Tour ending. Okay. The Open Class gets refreshed on occasion with a new prize car at the end. The current one is 2016 R8. There is an Open Tour Reward Showcase as well. So I guess we'll still plan to do it. I think it's just going to update it or update the reward. I don't know. We'll find out when we play next week if this is still around, but yeah, for today's session, we've officially completed CH Challenge, completing every series of Power Tour, and that's the deal with that. We got under 15 minutes left. Not sure if there's anything else worth doing. Maybe I'll do a quick Rivals, just to knock one out. Should be easy enough to win this one. Use my M3. Let's knock this one out. And I think that might be it for me after that, because I'm just kind of Forza Motorsported out for the week. Or for the day, sorry, not for the week. I may decide that, playing this twice a week is not what I want to do. But let's stick with it for now, as mentioned. If Open Class is not required for anything, there's no achievements for it, there's no benefit to doing it, maybe I'll consider skipping it. Because it doesn't seem to be like a locked-in thing, if you know what I mean. I'll research that. As mentioned at the beginning of my stream, my goal for this game is to complete all career mode, as in the Builders Cup, which is all like, the single player races. I'm not talking about the stuff that they have where they add new, race series here and there every other week as challenges. I'm just talking the legit Builders Cup base game, races, and we only have 4 more to go plus the 4 showcases. The open class is also part of the Builders Cup, but apparently it expires in 2 days. I've seen before, so I don't know what the deal was with that. So I'll do a bit of research. I feel like the open class won't be fun, but if there's no point in doing it, there's no achievements for it, there's nothing beneficial of it, I may just skip it. Because especially if I do it and then it just wipes my progress when it expires, what the hell's the point of doing it? And we finished this race. We set our best lap there. Easy enough. That's kind of a joke. We're at 15 out of 20 rivals. I feel like this is a good time to call it. So I'm just kind of Forza it out for today. Hate to be the guy to say that, but I am. So here's our schedule real quick if you're interested. Continue Forza Motorsport tomorrow, CS2 Wednesday, it's all listed there. Again, a non-live video potentially dropping tonight. I'm making a note right now. Around 7 p.m., so an hour and a half, something like that. I might try and drop it. Shout out to our supporters, main food reviews across the board, BBT on Patreon. Appreciate the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, sub. See you tomorrow. Shout out to J-Spoke, Zane, AK McMaster, anyone else. Peace out.